Hi everybody, Sarah Louise here. So this is my third and final attempt now of doing this live. I don't know what's going on with the Facebook live. It's just booting me out for no reason whatsoever, and the connection's fine, it's playing up. So I'm going to try it now, and but if it cuts off this time, I'm going to take a deep breath, otherwise I'm going to start FFSing. So I will make another start from scratch again. Sorry to you guys that are probably trying to watch, but you're thinking, what is going on? So I'm going to have to just abbreviate my story. So started working for myself in 2004, originally selling clothes on eBay. I used to import them from America. They were all like the trendy brands at the time, like Abercrombie, Von Dutch, that's how long ago it was. And I absolutely loved it. In my early, so that was I was 24 then, and I was earning like £6 grand a month in my first 30 days. Now, when you're working in an office, I think I was earning about £1,000 a month. So to be getting like 6k a month was just unbelievable. So that's why I left my office job in 2004, and I've never looked back. I've done so many different business ventures from 2004 to now, but you never become successful unless you failed at least once, if not multiple times. But I don't see failures as in to feel sorry for myself. I see them as a sign that it wasn't for me, and you just got to move on to bigger and better things. So if it wasn't for failed businesses, I wouldn't be where I am today. So my last 4 years, I've been with a wedding stationery business, which again has been my own. I completely designed all the products and everything from scratch. I ran it through a business Facebook page, and I also had a website and an Etsy shop. So that was my main business, that's what I did. But everything was handmade to order, everything. So every time I took an order, I had to make everything from scratch. So as you can imagine, it's very rewarding because it's individual to me, but very, very, very time consuming. I'm talking hours and hours and hours to make all of these things. So my whole entire life just became work, 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 because I couldn't say no to people because I needed the money. And when you work for yourself, you're never guaranteed how much money you're going to make. So you would never normally say no to an order because you don't know if another order is going to come tomorrow or next week. And some of these orders were really big, wedding orders, but then they took a long, long time to make, like a week plus. And it's so mentally tiring as well as physically tiring. I was working often like 12 to 18 hours a day. I just became a complete workaholic, but I'm not frightened of hard work, and I want people to know that. But I knew that I needed to do something completely different to change my life and change my career. So what I wanted to do was find something that I could still work for myself, I could still be my own boss, but I wanted to do something that was going to still be rewarding but give me the flexibility. I've got my sunglasses on, but I don't know who's doing angry emojis. There was somebody that was trying to slander me on a Facebook live yesterday, but I don't know if somebody's doing angry emojis because I was working long hours, or angry emojis because somebody hates me. I can just see them all going like this across the screen. But I'll look at the comments later. I'm just going to carry on with my story. So yes, I was working very, very long hours, and then I looked into what I could do that would completely change my life, because I've gone from being motivated by money. I totally hold my hands up. I was completely hooked, and I got an adrenaline rush every time I got an order, and I was making good money, and I was just hooked on the money I was making. But looking back, I wasn't even having a life. I had to structure when I went on holiday. I couldn't just take the day off today. Like, for example, it's a beautiful sunny day. I couldn't think, oh, I'm going to go meet the girls for lunch, or I'm going to go take my dog out for the day, I'm going to go to the seaside, or, just go and do something lovely. I never had the option to do anything like that because my work was literally back to back to back to back to back orders. There was never a gap because you had to just keep accepting them all. So in November 2016, I started up in a health MLM, and I was selling, pills and shakes and for people to lose weight and get healthy. And I actually love the products myself, but it was like 117 UK currency a month for me to like take the products. And obviously you have to be a product of the product, so people can see your transformation, they can see you on the products, for them to gain trust to buy the products. So already I was spending a lot of money taking these products, but the commissions were very small, so you felt very, very pressurized to sell all the time. I was working like what felt like 24/7, hustling really hard on Facebook, you know, trying to persuade women that wanted to lose weight that they really needed these products, but they're not in the kind of like mindset, they're not, some of them weren't ready, and it was so time consuming. It took all the enjoyment away. And because I knew that it wasn't for me in my heart, I just knew it wasn't, it just didn't captivate, it just didn't excite me. So I never wanted to recruit anybody into this business because I knew I was never going to stay. And I thought, I can't recruit for my financial gain today if I'm not going to stay and just leave my team. I just would never ever do that. So the money I was making was literally just from me selling the products myself. I never actually built the MLM team up. So in May of this year, May 2017, was when I first got involved in affiliate marketing. So there's lots of people that go onto my Facebook page now and they think that I've been a network marketer for years. They think I've got like, you know, years of experience, and I'm like, no. I only started in affiliate marketing in May of this year. And the first one I joined, I had no idea what affiliate marketing is. And for those of you that don't know what it is, you actually buy a digital product online that you have full access to, but it gives you an affiliate legal license for you then to be able to use the product yourself, but then you can then resell it without having to buy another license. So you only have to buy it once. So like going back to the health MLM, I used to have to keep buying new products every month to take, new shakes, new pills. I would then have to, in the health MLM, we had targets to meet where we had a certain point that we really should hit each month. And if I was just under, I would then stick it on the credit card and order more products, you know, to hit my target. If I was near a promotion again, I'd buy more products to hit my promotion. I've still got products in the kitchen cupboards even to this day that I've spent. And this is why a lot of people end up spending more money in these health MLMs and other kind of physical product MLMs than they do on digital products. So to cut a long story short, with affiliate marketing, you only have to actually pay up once. So you're buying into the business just the once, and then you get an affiliate license just the once. But then that means you can sell it over and over and over again, but worldwide, because you're not physically having to post it, because it's not a physical product, because it's digital. When somebody buys into it, they can then just access it in their own system, whether they're in any country in the world. So this has enabled me to completely change my life, which is what made me want to do this video today. I'm not here to try and sell you these products, I'm just here to share my story, because it's completely changed. I've gone from being sat at my desk in my own home for long periods of hours, you know, I mean, I'm talking like 8 in the morning to a minimum of like 8 at night, then I'd have something to eat, and then I'd go back to my desk and I'd be there until at least 2 o'clock on a morning, and I'm talking like every day. That was just like my normal routine. It was absolutely insane. Apart from walking my dogs and maybe going out for tea, that was my life, and 2 holidays a year. I worked and worked and worked. So now, even for me to sit here on this park bench and do a live, I'm out in the fresh air, I'm chilling, but I'm actually in work because I'm sharing my story, which is appealing to my audience. So it's little things like this that I'm very, very grateful for. So to go back to the affiliate marketing business, so the first one I did, it was great company, but it just wasn't for me. You've got to really love what you do. You've got to have passion for what you do. And I knew it just wasn't for me. And anybody will know when you work for yourself, it's not called failing if you walk away from an opportunity. It just means it's not the right one for you, and that's okay. Don't beat yourself up thinking you've joined a business and you leave. It doesn't mean you're a big fat failure. It just means it's not the right opportunity for you. So you have to just walk away, you know, with your head held high, and you think, right, on to the next one, because you've got to really love what you do. You've got to believe in the products, you've got to believe in the business. And if you're going to grow a team, then you've got to have that same passion every day. So I needed to find one that worked for me. So when I was in Dubai, which is at the end of June, beginning of July, a Facebook friend of mine put a post up to say $250, $500 and $1,000 per sale business opportunity. And I was like, ooh, I like the sound of that. And going back to my own business before, I would obviously have to, every time I got a sale, it was great, I've got some money today, but then I'd have to physically make it from scratch. You know, I'd have to spend hours making these products. So going back to the affiliate, when you make a sale, if you buy from me today, you pay me today, I get the instant money today, but then all I have to do is activate your account and you're up and running today. Then it means I can then go and help somebody else straight away, or I could just take the day off. This is the difference that my life has now got, and I hope by me sharing my story, it shows you the things that you can do. It gives you the flexibility. It's not all about the money, but the money gives you choices, and everybody has a different budget of what they need to cover their bills and their expenses each month. Everyone has a different lifestyle budget. I totally get that, and depending on which country and where you live, it can vary hugely. I totally get that. But if you can be earning like $250, $500, $1,000 per sale, it is life-changing money for anybody, whether you're a millionaire or whether you're really scrimping and scraping and struggling to get by. So I started this business on the 9th of July was when I got my first sale. I started promoting it a week before, and I got my first sale on the 9th of July, which was $1,000. So I've only actually been in this business for 7 weeks. So when you see all these results all over my Facebook, I haven't been doing it for months, I haven't been doing it for years. I've only been doing it since I saw the opportunity when I was in Dubai. So I want to make people aware how quickly your life can change if you see an opportunity and you've got an open mind. So you're looking at not how much is it going to cost me to join, but if I join today, how much could this change my life? That's the positive mindset. You're looking at it with an open view of, wow, if she can do it, I can do it. And while we can't guarantee anybody's success, we can't guarantee how much you'll earn each month, I've got consistent money coming in. But when it's like $1,000 per commission, even though I can sell $500 products and $250, I actually sell more of the 1K. And the reason why is because people see the value of the 1K course, but then it means that they can then resell the 1K course and make $1,000 themselves. $1,000 per sale, it frees up your time. This is my point, is it's not me going, oh, I've got $1,000 in the bank today. What it's meaning is I've earned $1,000, so now I can go take the rest of the day off and go see my friends. I can go get my hair done, I can go to the park, because my bills are covered, my lifestyle is covered. So it just opens up the doors to other things. So then going on to my next exciting developments is, because I've been making $1,000 per sale, obviously there's been money left over from my lifestyle and my living expenses. So I've just recently joined another business. So I paid $3,000 to join the business. I'm making like $1,200 commissions per sale. So again, it's life-changing commissions. So it now means I'm able to go to a marketing mastery event in Vegas in October. There's no way I could have justified the cost to do that. When I've been my own boss since like 2004, I didn't have a team, I never had an employee. So I've never actually been to like any kind of like business events. There's never been any conferences on. I've just been my own boss for, you know, nearly like 14 years. So to now have a team where I'm part of a team, obviously I've got an upline where I've obviously joined into their team, but also, sorry, a dog's just run over to me. But also, yeah, I'm part of a team, which is absolutely great, but I'm able to go to this marketing mastery event in October, and it's going to be, you know, all these industry leaders that have a massive influence on social media. being able to learn from them face to face and see them. But it's not all work, it's going to be, you know, party lifestyle as well. So I've never been to Vegas. I'm super excited. But the new business I joined also has their own mastermind event in October. So it's enabled me to go to Vegas first, go to one marketing mastery event, learn loads and loads, which will be to your guys' benefits because I'll be sharing what I've learned on my lives. But then from there, I'm then flying off to Florida to go to a mastermind with the new company that I've just joined. So they've got a mastermind for like 3 days. So my point is it's going to be business and pleasure, but my whole life has completely changed just by me joining a business at like the end of June, and then me promoting it from July. It's now enabled me to join this other business because without me having to put it on a credit card, I haven't had to ask for a loan, I haven't had to ask my family. You know, I've just used money from one business and I've leveraged it to join another. So I just hope that this kind of like inspires other people. And if you go for high ticket where it's like $1,000 a sale, you haven't just got to think about it just being $1,000 commission a sale. You've got to think, what will those $1,000 open up my world to do in a month's time, in 6 months' time, in a year's time? Because it opens up the doors to then multiple income streams. So I'm not actually taking on any more physical work by having multiple businesses. Because the new business I've joined, we actually have coaches which close all the sales for us. So I'm able to concentrate on the first one I told you about, that's the 250, 500 and 1,000. I can concentrate on that, I can look after my team, I can mentor them, and I really enjoy that, the educational courses. But I've now got the other business that works in the background where the coaches close the sales for me, and I'm making like $1,000, $2,000 commissions, but they're dealing with all the sales for me. I just get the money. So it's life-changing. So I just want people to be aware that if you go after the business opportunities with the very small commissions, you have to sell a lot more to get life-changing money. And you have to ask yourself, why did you join a business? What do you want to achieve? And if you want time freedom and you want a better life for you and your kids, then the small commissions just won't get you there. It's going to take you a long time. And if you can have life-changing money from just like one transaction, you haven't got to fear putting more money in up front to start with. You know, I don't want people to worry about spending like $2,500 to join my business. I'd love for them to look at my business opportunity and say, wow, so it's only $2,500 to join your business, and I'll earn like $2,000 commissions a sale, and I don't even have to close a sale. A coach will close it for me. I mean, I have never even knew businesses like these even existed, prior to June. I didn't even know they were, and I wish I'd done it years ago. That's my only regret. But you can't go back in your past, you can only concentrate on your future. But I know my future now is very exciting. And this is why I'm so passionate about sharing my story on Facebook, because I want other people to realise that your life can be just like mine, if not better. You know, you don't need to travel if you want to spend time with your family and friends and, quality time with your children at home. It doesn't mean you have to travel the world. You can just have quality time at home if that's what you want to do. But the money gives you choices, and the time freedom changes your life. And I can now work from, a cafe, a bar, a friend's house, a beach, a hotel. They're the choices that I now have. I can work from my phone from anywhere, where with my wedding stationery business and my e-commerce, I had to physically be sat at my desk at home. And if I wanted to go on holiday, I used to have to close the business for like 2 weeks at a time, because I couldn't have a backlog of like 2 weeks worth of orders. So I'd lose thousands of pounds while my shop was shut for 2 weeks. Then you'd open your website again, and it was like crazy with all these people wanting to order. You never even felt like you'd had a holiday by the time you'd been home a few days. It was just crazy. So now I can go on holiday whenever I want. I don't even have to think about it. I could pack my bags today, and as long as Gizmo can go into the kennels, I can fly anywhere I want in the world. And it's the feeling of being free that I can't even put into words how it makes you feel. So, if you feel like you're tied to your job, you feel like you're sort of like trapped in a bubble that you hate, you can honestly make a change to your world in such a short space of time. And you don't even need to have had any marketing experience. Look at me. I had no marketing experience at all. I had no affiliate marketing experience, and I've picked things up in a very, very short space of time just by learning the courses, taking action and getting out there. But if you're not confident enough to market on Facebook and you don't want to do lives and you think, oh, I don't want to close sales, I'm too shy to speak to people, you can still have a home-based opportunity, but go into the one where the coaches are doing it for you. So don't feel as though it's either what I do or nothing. You've got other opportunities. So, you know, if you've got like $2,500, you know, sat in a savings account, which is growing by about this much, you know, or you've got a credit card, or you've just got cash in the bank, why would you not want to spend it and invest it in an amazing opportunity that, you know, can see you getting like $1,000 and $2,000 commissions per sale without you actually having to do any work? And I just want people to be aware that these things do exist, and they're not scams, they're not illegal, they're not pyramid schemes or Ponzi schemes, depending on what country you're from. They are 100% legal, they're all above board, and you know, the owner of the company is like a 9-figure earner. I mean, you know, you don't get a more solid career in a business by joining somebody like that. I mean, this has got like longevity for sure. I'm very, very proud to be a member of the businesses that I've joined. You know, I'm very, very careful who I join and who I sign up under. Although I don't need the help, you're then still part of their team. You're going to talk to them on a daily basis. So as long as you're careful who you join and what business you join, your life can completely change. So I just want to wrap that up, but just to let you know that, you know, when you look through my Facebook, I hope it inspires people to know that this has all been achieved in like 7 weeks, and it won't be till the 9th of September that it actually will be 2 months. So don't be under the illusion that what I've achieved is through years of work, because what I've learned in my e-commerce business since 2004 has had absolutely no relevance at all on this business. There's nothing that's actually crossed over from one business to another. There's no skills I've used in my e-commerce business that has even come into this business at all. I thought there would be, but there actually hasn't been, other than me being able to use a computer and be on Facebook. That's the only thing. There's nothing else. So if you can post on Facebook, you know, to your friends and family and just do general posts, then you can actually have an online business. All you have to do is just post in a different way, which is what you're taught, you know, by us and the courses to do anyway. So don't overthink it. It's actually much easier than you think, but you have to be willing to say yes. You know, if you sat on the fence and you're watching people like me, or you're looking at other people's Facebook profiles and you're thinking, oh, I wish I could do that, you absolutely can. But if you stay sat on the fence and you don't ever make that jump and say yes, you will regret it, because you'll just see us continue to keep going up and up and up and up and up. And I'd love to think that, you know, some of you are inspired by my story enough to want to join my business. But if you want to join someone else, I'm happy for you as well. I'd love to hear people that, you know, your life has changed through, you know, starting up a business opportunity on Facebook. So I'm going to leave it there because it's starting to get a bit windy. And for those of you that have stayed till the end, I do appreciate it. And I'd love to hear, you know, your comments. So even though the video is like finished, in fact, I'll just make a little walk down here. I'd love to hear your comments in the comment box below. You know, if you find like my story inspiring or you've enjoyed it, I'd love to have like a little comment in the comments box below. Oh, little puppy, look. Yeah, little puppy. Oh, very cute little puppy. So yes, I just hope my story is inspiring. I know I tend to talk a lot on my lives and they tend to be like longer lives, but sometimes you've got to, you know, just get your story out there. Don't be worried thinking people are going to judge you, because you can always delete and block those people. But there'll be more people that are inspired by your story and respect you than there will be people, you know, like bitching about you. So the power of the block and delete button is strong. So don't ever feel intimidated thinking you're going to be judged by other people. You have to do what's right for you and be yourself, be unique, and the right people that should be in your life will be in it. And if they're not in it, it's for a reason. So don't worry about people leaving your life just concentrate on having the right people around you, because all of these opportunities that I've joined is through me networking with complete random strangers on Facebook, getting to know them on a friendship level, and then, you know, joining them in a business opportunity because I've liked them enough to actually say yes. So you know, you don't need to know these people, but you need to know them on like a Facebook friendship level enough for you to think, yes, I'm happy to spend my money, I'm happy enough to join their team. But this is why, and unless you're getting to know people on Facebook and building up that relationship, you've connected with somebody enough to be happy enough to join their team. So get sociable on Facebook, start chatting to as many people as possible, and have that courage to say yes, and you will definitely change your life. Speak to you later, guys. Bye.